on me!
Over, man. Game over. The cars don't work on water.
This is Video Store Clerks. Welcome to the store.
Hello, streaming land. It is Tuesday, 10 p.m. It is time for your Video Store Clerks Podcast. I am Chad Mang.
I'm Dave.
I'm Detective Mike Harris.
Oh, shit.
I'm nasty motherfucker. One.
He's a nasty motherfucker. Nasty.
You know what,
boy.
Chad? You know what, Chad Mang? This ain't just a Tuesday.
Oh, it's Tuesday.
Motherfucking.
It's
it's
10
a
o'clock,
motherfucking-
and I know where my Video Store Clerks are. See?
It-
It's
oh.
what up. The Scene Snobs, my man. Let's
It's a
crack a lack.
motherfucking.
Hell yeah.
It's a motherfucking training day.
It is the training day. We trained hard for this one. You know what I did today? Shoveled a
What?
shitload of snow.
Oh shit! I did that over the weekend. My fucking arms are feeling it.
Right? Got that pump. Just like Arnold.
Ah!
I had my car
Milk is
is
for
covered in
babies.
ice, and I tried to get all the ice off my car earlier, but my fingers were frozen because all my gloves don't have fingers because I think I'm cool, and it sucks. So I just got to ride down the store.
Well, I'm surprised, man.
Blisters on me fingers.
I'm surprised because most of the ice is up in Minnesota.
I thought Minnesota had a helmet law.
Shit.
Well, if you're going through this cold season, snuggle up with us. Snuggle up with your clerks tonight. We'll keep you warm,
Yeah.
like a warm
Keep you
blanket.
warm.
Yes, yes.
Wait a minute. I just noticed. Is Nick Cage dressed up?
He got a shirt on.
He got a shirt. He got a
Yeah,
polo. All right.
he got a little button down. He's chilling. It's business casual.
Business casual.
He's Nick Cage. Fuck it. He can wear what he wants. But anyway,
True.
tonight we are going to be doing Training Day, the 2001 Denzel Washington Ethan Hawke film that has a fucking crazy cast. So many people in this fucking movie.
Oscar winner Denzel Washington.
Oscar,
Yeah.
Oscar nominee
Rightfully.
Ethan Hawke
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
fucking owns this shit.
25 years, man.
25-year anniversary. Fucking A, we're old,
Just like
fellas.
that. Just like
25
that,
We
man.
old. I was 20 when this shit came out. We old.
I mean, we've been talking about talking about this movie for a long time. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's
one of
about
my
damn
favorites.
time. Oh yeah, it's yeah. When it comes to non-horror films, this is one of my favorites. Yeah, I'm a heist guy. I like heist movies, and this has a little bit of that in it too.
This is the movie where I could not be a cop because I would be Denzel.
Yeah.
It's true.
You just can't rob millions of dollars in this town I live in because there's not that much money here.
That you know of.
This is true. We find it. We'll sniff that shit out from Sandman. But anyway, we are going to start the show off as we normally do with the news. Then we'll talk about the film. Then we'll run down the clip of the week, throw in some ads, get these folks published out there so you guys can check out their shit. And then we'll get the flock up out of here and tell you know what's going on next week. Because the next week is Chuck's pick. We're still running our Dealer's Choice Awards until we no longer do that and get a different system.
All right.
So first, gentlemen, let's see what the news has this week.
Blah.
My thoughts.
It's gonna rain.
Bitch ass motherfucker. It's the fucking news.
I'm Steve Dawson. Good night.
All right.
That was not a minute. Why do you tell me a fucking minute? You know, When you tell me a goddamn minute and I start building for a minute, you can't cut me off halfway through it, for Christ's sake.
Well, tough shit, Dawson. You're gonna have to adapt. We didn't have time.
Jesus.
We had to cut away.
Canceled. He got canceled. He got canceled.
The motherfucking Dawson.
It's funny.
Dawson's crack.
I love watching these videos because my dad worked at the TV station for years and years and years, and I've seen these bloopers, like some of them, like not actually, you know, some of the ones we've showed, but I've seen a lot of like that would be bloopers like in person from the time I was a little kid up to I was about a teenager. It's so funny, especially that shit when they get all pissed off and angry.
Well, speaking
Those
of
are the
TV, I have the top 10 Billboard movie chart for this week.
Oh shit! Shit!
So
Did
let's
anybody
see
go to the
what-
movies this week?
Kind of nonsense we got. That didn't seem like it because the numbers didn't change a whole lot. We got number 10, Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, did 1.6 mil this week. Being out 2 weeks, it did $3.9 million. And somehow number 9, Hamnet's back in the mix. It says 1.8 mil this week, but did 17.5 mil the last 9 weeks. I don't fucking think that's right because I'm pretty sure it was higher than that when we had it on the list before.
Yeah.
Ham
Shit seemed
hog.
fucked up.
People got their money back.
I guess. Number 8, another Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, $2 million this week. Did $5.9 million the last 2 weeks. And then the newcomer, number 7, Return to Silent Hill, did $3.2 million this weekend.
I haven't heard the best about it so far.
I didn't
I
care
heard
for
it was
the other.
terrible. I heard
But
it
did
was
you all see
terrible.
it?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it makes me sad because I was really hoping because the sequel wasn't that great. I liked the first one all right for the most part, but yeah, I was. I'm curious about it, but I have not heard anything good about it. Unfortunately, yeah.
Bullshit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6, 28 days or years later, Bone Temple did 3.4 mil this week, doing 20.6 the last 2 weeks. And number
I have
5,
heard-
Marty. What's that?
I was gonna say I have heard good things about that one.
I have too. I'm curious.
Yeah,
But I don't want to pay to see it. So I wouldn't.
Of course not.
Number 5, Marty Supreme, did 3.5 mil this week, doing 86.3 the last 6 weeks. With number 4 being The Housemaid, 3.9 mil this week, doing 115 mil the last 6 weeks. And number 3, Zootopia 2, did 5.3 mil this week, doing 401 mil the last 9 weeks. And number 2 is Avatar: Fire and Ash, that nobody's seen, but everybody's seen. 6.4 mil this
Yeah.
week, doing
Goddamn
378
conspiracy.
mil the last 6. Yeah, no, I still don't know anybody that fucking saw this movie.
No.
So Avatar is dethroned.
Yep.
All right.
Number 1 newcomer, Mercy, the new Chris Pratt
Oh.
film, did
Um,
10.8 mil this week.
It won't be number 1 next week. I guarantee it.
Fuck no, because I didn't think that looked good to begin with. I just think everybody
I don't
else
like
is
Chris
the
Pratt.
same shit in the fucking theaters for weeks, so no one wants to see that shit either.
That's one of
I'm not
those
a Chris
ones.
Pratt fan either.
Yeah, I saw the trailer and I'm like, it's one of those ones where I'll probably watch it once and that's it.
The only thing Chris Pratt did that I liked is Arnold's daughter.
What?
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow. You ever watch Parks and Rec?
Oh yeah, I used to watch that. Yeah, he was fun on there, but like I don't know. After he got to be a big movie star and shit, I just don't care for the guy very much.
I always got him and Pine confused too.
Yeah.
Love the
There's a lot of
smoke.
Chris's.
There's too many Chris's.
Yeah.
Dave only found one death this week, and that was Sly Dunbar, Sly and Robbie, the old funk bass player, legend in the I guess not in the making, legend in the past. I guess, passed away at the age of 73.
Just a legend.
Legend.
Allegedly.
And then, Blindside actor Quentin Aaron is hospitalized after falling in his home. They said he has a blood infection and is on life support. So
Yeah.
best wishes to him.
Yeah.
Hopefully he pulls through this shit. And we got some birthdays. Today,
Happy birthday.
Bridget Fonda turned 62.
Oh wow.
And Frank Miller turns 69. And then later this week, Christian Bale on January 30th turns 52, and Justin Timberlake turns 45 January 31st.
Wow.
I didn't realize we were the same age as that kid. I thought he was younger. Crazy.
My age.
Crazy. In other news, the new Masters of the Universe trailer dropped, and it does not look too shabby. I still have not seen Orko, so I'm starting to think he's not in this bitch.
Oh, he's in there. You didn't see the motherfucker?
I ain't see him.
Yeah, he's invisible. That's his thing. You know, Orko.
He's like Brad Pitt in Deadpool 2.
Maybe. But that's, you know, Orko's thing, you know, his invisibility, you know.
I just want to see him floating around.
And peekaboo, motherfucker. Got you. Orko style.
Boom!
Whoa! Not yet. Oh, you boom Dave right off the fucking show.
Scared him. He got scared. Dave, don't be scared. Don't be scary, Dave. Get back here.
He's doing black screen. Shit.
Sinners had 16 nominations for the Oscars.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it's going to take everything home.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, man, you're good.
Perfect.
You're good.
I didn't mean to scare the shit out of you.
Fuck.
You should do the whole
that
fucking
fucked my
episode
shit
for
all up.
Iron Man mask.
I think they said
Don't
Sinners
touch
was
anything.
Sinners was one of the highest nominated films of all time.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
So put that in your pipe, Chuck. All right.
huh? No,
Put that in your pipe.
I was gonna say that, like, even though I think that movie is highly overrated, I like it. I didn't hate the movie. You know, I just think that it's getting like everybody. Oh, it's a masterpiece and blah blah blah. I don't think so. I don't think Dave can hear us. But I do think it's cool though that a horror movie is getting so many nominations and all that stuff. So, like, I, as a horror fan, I'm very happy to hear that.
Oh, that fucked my shit all up.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me running?
Fuck,
Right to-
fuck.
You're live, Dave.
You're live, Dave.
Put the penis back in the pants. But yeah, my two picks, Sinners and what was the other one? Fuck, I don't even remember now. The Leo movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Another something.
bad
One
things.
way or another.
Something
Like
yeah.
that.
Long ass title. Looks like a good movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
One-
Both heavily nominated.
Yeah. Cool.
Might win, you know. Who didn't get nominated, they said, was The Rock for Smashing Machine. Everybody was hoping that he was going to get a nomination. And there's no way he would have got Best Actor for that, but I think they were hoping he was going to get a nomination.
I've tried watching that movie twice and I fell asleep both times.
It's not that good, man.
Yeah,
And
you didn't sell me on watching it. That's for damn sure. I was wanting to watch it, and you were like, "Yeah." Like, okay, well, I believe it.
It sucks. You know, I wanted it to be good, but
Dave, can you hear us? Can you hear us,
Yes,
Dave?
can you hear me?
We can hear you. All right, great. We're back. We're back on.
I got a phone call and it fucked my shit all up.
Okay.
you're fucking my shit up right now. You're going to fuck my shit up big time if Bonnie comes home.
Wait, wrong movie.
Nah. Let's see what else we got here. Turn Dave up.
Turn down for what?
Turn down. So Andy Machete is doing his new supercut of It, which will be adding new scenes, and him and Stephen King are very happy with this, and they cannot wait for it to be released.
Are we
Me
happy?
neither. I can't wait.
I'll watch a 5-hour movie all fucking day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Easy.
I would take breaks, but yeah.
Speaking of 5 hours, what the fuck? What they just said? Oh shit! What's the new fucking Avengers movie?
Doomsday.
Yeah, it's like 4.5 hours or something, right?
That's what I heard.
3 hours 45 minutes. They said as of
Oh,
now.
We're
I
gonna
thought
have to
it
take a
was been
Gatorade
forced.
bottle to the theater with
What?
for
Yeah,
Dave.
yeah. No sodas for me when we go see that shit.
Mhm.
For what?
4.5 hours.
No,
Or glorious hours.
no.
Oh my
fuck
God, I can't
that.
wait. I'm ready.
Yeah, no. Have fun. I got other things to do.
A long time. A long time. It's like watching the extended clips of Lord of the Rings.
God damn.
I could do that before I could. No,
Crazy.
barely.
Other
though.
news, The Simpsons 800th episode is coming out, and it is full of guest stars.
Hell yeah.
Like, it's going to be racked out. I just can't believe they're at fucking 800 episodes. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, that is crazy, actually.
But you know what?
Did we all watch it on the Tracy Ullman show? Did we all see
Yeah.
that with your kids?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, it's weird to actually think about, like, watching that, and then not long after there was this whole TV show. And here we are now.
Right.
It ain't that crazy because you know what? We're on episode 191. We're almost to 200 ourselves. All right.
That is kind of crazy, too. What?
Yeah,
we're
you
gonna,
figure 4 times that, so that's like an extra 4 years.
Yeah.
So that's like 16 years in the making.
It's crazy.
Crazy. Bullshit. So we got some sequels and a remake coming out. We have Jennifer Grey is going to be doing a sequel to Dirty Dancing.
Didn't they do one?
Yeah, I think that, what was that shit, Havana Nights or some shit?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I like how like the article says Dirty Dancing star to return for Dirty Dancing or whatever. And I'm like, I wonder who the fuck that might be because the other one's dead.
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck
Actually,
out.
a lot of them are dead that were in that movie.
Right. You're going to have the
Yeah.
fucking dude that's carrying watermelons fucking return for the movie that nobody knows his name?
Plus the fact that like people don't even recognize Jennifer Grey now.
Right. She better get her
No.
nose job.
She got the no job, yeah.
Do the reverse nose job like Spaceballs, and she'll get her fucking career kicking again.
Dr. Schlotkin, do your worst.
Good shit.
Then Sam Raimi has confirmed he's doing a Darkman sequel,
Yeah, I've seen them.
so that should be fun. I love
Sequel?
that movie. Yeah,
Like a
another one.
continuation?
I'm assuming.
I guess
The-
a proper sequel, not like the
I
straight
hope,
to
I
video
hope they
ones.
pull
that
out
we
Liam
got.
Neeson's.
Yeah. Well, the first one is
got to
a
get
classic.
paid. Right.
Well, since you brought up Sam Raimi, he's got that movie coming out, Send Help, that I've been hearing
Yeah.
about.
I
I'm
wanna
kind of
see
curious
that.
to see. I'm curious
Yeah.
to see that as well.
Well, then Evil
Everybody
Dead
said it
Burn
was really good.
comes out this year as well, and then they're doing another Evil Dead sequel after that.
I'm
so
down.
that should be interesting.
Keep bumping them.
Right.
Pumping them out.
I was watching some interview with him the other week, and he was like, I wonder why no one ever asked me to do another comic book film. I was like, good. Like, keep banging out these fucking things because you're still killing it.
Yeah, man.
He did
fucking
say he'll
man.
never do a Spider-Man 4. He said that Spider-Man 4 is dead. He'll never do it.
Good.
Yeah.
He should have done the other ones. Sorry, but I think he should have just stuck with the horror movies because that's all that anybody cares about now.
Speaking of Spider-Man, did any of you guys happen to catch a fucking Skyscraper on Netflix over the weekend?
What?
No.
Skyscraper, where the guy climbed Taipei 101 live.
Oh, I saw clips of it. Yeah, that made my balls go up in my fucking throat. I hate heights, and that was horrible. Like, what in the actual fuck? No.
That was like a 1,700 foot building, and he climbed that fucking thing in an hour and a half. No harnesses, no
Nothing.
safety, nothing.
Nothing.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was just like he was going to the grocery store. Didn't bother him at all.
Yeah, no big deal. Waving to people, taking selfies and shit. Like, and okay, like I heard about it, I seen it and everything, and then I found out like he's got a wife and 2 kids during the thing, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, wow.
Like, all right, if you're just some single dude that you're a thrill seeker, you go out there and that's your shit, cool. But it's like you got a
You
wife
have
and
a
kids.
family.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
said he can't get life insurance because
I was
the
ready
shit
to
he
say, I
does,
bet that's just expensive.
it's too risky, so then nobody's going to insure him. And then they said Netflix only paid him $500,000 to do that.
Fuck
That's
that.
terrible.
I'm like, man,
Better be tax free.
Yeah, no, that's a bit stupid because shit does happen no matter how good you are. I mean, there's been professionals die in those kind of professions
all the time, man.
Yeah, all the time.
What if a fucking bird landed on him, started pecking at his face? You know, you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
I mean,
Well,
it
they had
happened to Fabio on the roller coaster. It could
What
happen
city were they in?
climbing a fucking building.
What city were they in?
Taipei.
Oh, they got pictures.
I think that's the only way it got authorized.
That's next to
because-
Cincinnati, right? No.
Yeah, right next door. But no, I think that's the only reason it got authorized because I don't think they would have been able to do it in the U.S. I don't know.
No.
I was surprised Netflix was even allowed to. I mean, they can live stream it, but anybody that signed off on that, even when you have stuff in play, like, oh, we got these indemnity clauses, like you're not going to hold us responsible if this guy dies. There's still shit. It's like, wait, there is some liability. Like you're live streaming. I think they said there was a 10-second delay. So if he would have fell, they would have cut the feed.
Like fucking Owen Hart all over again.
They wouldn't.
Oh,
They wouldn't have shown
yeah.
too soon.
Ugh.
Well, speaking of, he would have fell. They could have put him in this next remake, the Faces of Death remake, that was made in 2023. That's finally getting released this year.
What is going on with the jokes tonight? Anyway,
It's a dark show.
it's a very dark show. Jesus Christ. Okay.
We're getting creepy with it. But that is all the news I have for this evening, gentlemen. Anything else you guys may have heard that I may have missed?
No.
Perfect.
No.
So let's do the damn thing. The
Okay.
2001 Antoine Fuqua Film Training Day came out September 2nd at the Venice Film Festival, and then got the U.S. release October 5th. The runtime of 1 hour or 122 minutes. $45 million budget, brought in $104.9 million. Written by David Ayer in 1995, finally got made whenever Denzel got a hold of the script and said he wanted to do it. So he was like, fuck Sam Jackson and Matt Damon, and then fuck the other guy that was going to direct it. So he wanted Antoine Fuqua, because they just did they just did another movie together a couple years before that.
What was that? Siege something?
Yeah,
Or
I think it was just called The
can't remember.
Siege.
The Siege. That's what it is.
And so he was like, fuck that, I want to do it. So he kicked everybody out and got his own shit. And then,
Well, first off, man, I gotta ask Chuck a serious question. All right. You ever had your shit pushed in?
No.
Wow.
What? I mean, I get the movie, but what a weird place to place it.
I just want to get that out of the way. Real
Yeah.
quick.
we got
a stranger in Walmart that.
Well, we got a couple new viewers, right? As Mike said that.
I hope my mom, didn't. Is it watching?
Like, what do they
Jesus,
know about
Mike.
my son? What kind of shit is this?
Yeah, but I saw like Chad was
I've
saying.
never
this-
been in jail, so
This film was originally for Matt Damon and Sam Jackson, so it would have been a very different film with those guys.
Very different. And
And
then
then what-
whenever Denzel took over, they were going to have Eminem
Mm-hmm.
be the role of Hoyt, but he was too focused on 8 Mile. So he was like, nah.
Wow.
Good.
Could you imagine?
Stay
Right.
away.
And then Tobey Maguire and Paul Walker both auditioned as well. And then Ethan Hawke.
wow.
And Ethan Hawke was pissed because he thought he didn't get it because Denzel was ad-libbing everything during the reading. So he thought he was getting sabotaged. And then since he actually played with it, that's what got him the part.
Yeah, it's fucking. Denzel was sitting in on the
The read-along.
castings or whatever. And what I think they said there was like 16 or 17 guys that came in. Like you said, there was Paul Walker, Tobey Maguire,
Ryan
Felipe.
Felipe.
Philippe,
Ryan Felipe. Really?
Philippe.
Philippine.
What was that motherfucker? That Scooby Doo motherfucker, Freddie.
Matthew
Matt
Lillard?
Lillard?
Oh,
No.
Oh, the
Freddie.
Freddie
Freddie
Prinze Jr.
Yeah.
I'm a little slow today, man. I slipped on the ice and hit my head. So if I seem a little fucked up,
Did you really?
yeah,
Damn.
that's the shoot.
He says,
Yeah,
Mike thought he was
Okay.
smoking PCP when he woke up.
I got a little wet.
True shit.
But not all these guys, you know, these well-known actors came in and tried to go for the role, and Denzel sat in, and he was doing like just freestyling it. You know, he wasn't going off anything on the page, so he was just trying to see who would kind of play back at him and who had the chemistry. And Ethan Hawke was the one that ended up showing the most potential, and they went with him. And you know, like he said, he felt sabotaged because it's like he had rehearsed all these lines and everything like that, ready to go off the script, and then nope, we're not doing that. So it's like, you know, he totally he thought he got fucked over, and they're like, no, we want you, you're good. All right.
They always said this movie was the one movie Denzel rewrote on the fly.
Yeah, a lot of ad libs. A lot of stuff that, you know, probably wasn't in the original script.
Crazy shit. And it was kind of based off of a true story for corrupt cop Rafael Perez.
Perez, yeah.
Back in
Wow,
like 97 or something?
Late 90s, early 2000s. That's what kind of gave the green light to this film was the
Everybody thought it was too dark. That's why they wouldn't do it earlier.
It was the scandal, LAPD Rampart Division. Big scandal with all these police getting busted for all the shit you see in this film, all the corruption, all the murders, thefts, you know, doing all this shit. And Rafael Perez was in the center of it. He's the one that kind of ratted everybody out. They said like 70 officers got named, and there was like huge payouts, like 125 million in payouts from the city, the LAPD, to all these different things because of all the corruption and everything that kind of came out. And I think this was originally named, the film was named Rampart before they changed it to Training Day. So, you know, that was the basis for it. Rafael Perez, I think he might still even be in jail. I don't know.
But then didn't Woody Harrelson do a movie called Rampart?
Yeah. So, it was a big deal. These guys, man, these Rampart guys, everything you see in this film is basically them. That they just ran around and did whatever they wanted because they were the police and they didn't give a fuck. They had ties.
We the police, we do what we want.
They had ties to death row. I heard Suge Knight would hire these guys as security, these corrupt cops. So, you know, it's kind of ironic because in this film, obviously, we got Dr. Dre as one of the guys that's working on Alonzo's crew. It's crazy to think that he's working on this film and he's working with Alonzo, Denzel Washington, who's based off of Rafael Perez. And in real life, there might have been a point where Rafael Perez and his crew were working security for Dr. Dre. So,
yeah, life
imitating art, imitating life. Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you got 3 hip hop like legends in this film too. Like you got Dre, Snoop, and then Macy Gray. I never cared for her much, but
no,
I always found her kind of annoying just because of her voice.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Fuck it.
Damn. Sorry, Mike. Was it that bad? What happened?
Mike said, fuck it.
Boom!
Ah!
Shit. You never know. But this was a time like where Dre and Snoop, this was like the second part of their career, the second act, if you will. Because it's like, all right, well, they've been doing music for what? At least, you know, Dre's been doing it a lot longer, but Snoop had been doing it for probably 10 years. And they were looking to kind of branch out and get more into the film business. I know they had done a little bits and pieces here and there before. What Dre did, like Set It Off. Snoop was, you know, he was in Half Baked. He did that, like, you know, small cameo.
It wasn't this. Yeah. This was after The Wash, right? And Baby Boy.
I thought those came after.
I've got that on VHS.
Hello, Mama Nasty.
Hey, Mom.
Just don't go back and watch the beginning. We'll be fine.
Yeah, no. But yeah, they were trying to branch out and kind of get more serious roles because this is the same year that Snoop does Bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're trying to branch their careers out into the film industry. So this was definitely a good one to get in on. And Antoine Fuqua, yeah, man, he got to give credit to him because he's kind of the glue that held all this together, brought in not only, like you said, hip hop legends, his choice for the settings, for where they actually filmed in LA, and the surrounding areas.
Dangerous ass movie to film.
Yeah, they didn't do it on a sound stage.
Hello,
What's up,
Andy.
What's up, Andy? Thanks for showing up. But yeah, they didn't do it on a sound stage, man. Nothing. There's everything about this is legit. Where you watch and you see the film settings, like they're filming in places that you never got to film before, where cameras weren't allowed, where all these different gangs and people lived. Imperial Courts, Baldwin Village. Where nobody had ever seen before. It's places, the Baldwin Village is just a jungle, and they called it the jungle, and you see it in this film. But it's like they didn't let people in there. It was a very protected place, and Fuqua was able to talk to these guys and the community and be like, hey, this is what we're doing. And they welcomed them in. They said, okay, yeah, come on in. And a lot of the extras you see in the film are actual real gang members, so it's not, it's very authentic. And it's, I think it just adds to that grittiness. And it's one of the things I like about the film.
Yeah, because the dude that plays Bones, like, he was from the Athens Park Bloods.
Yeah.
And like those are all his boys, and he got them all paid, like, I think $500 or something.
Yeah.
Like almost like a day.
And I think there was one day there was actually a standoff between like the Bloods and Crips.
Yeah.
And they were kind of caught in the middle of it, and nothing ended up happening, but it could have been a very sketchy situation if things would have panned out. But it just goes to show you that when you live in those projects or those areas, man, it doesn't matter who you are, you're not safe, because it's like anything could happen at any time.
Yeah. Like even Snoop said, like, the scene he filmed, like, he said, there just seemed like there was a lot of tension because there's a lot of people wearing red, and Snoop, like, he's always wearing blue.
Yeah.
So he was just kind of like, he said he banged out his scene in one take, and he's like, "Getting the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because
he was nervous as fuck. But then Denzel came in his trailer and was just talking to him, and he's like, "Look, like, I want you. Like, I don't want an actor. I want you." So then he's like, he realized that, like, he's a real person. He's treating me like a real person. So he like Snoop got relaxed and fucking killed it.
Yeah, and even though the these people are just real people, they're no different than anybody else. But it's like you do have, like I said, real gang members out there that are looking for that street cred. For the most part, people were embracing the film crew, the actors, and everything like that. But you never know when some guy is like, oh, I'm gonna get mine by Pop and Snoop Dogg, and then I can say that, So you just never know, and especially when it comes to rival gangs. Back in that day, man, even still today, but even more so back then, the tension was just off the charts.
Well, it was funny too how you were saying, like, the cops, that this was basically surrounded about, like, being with Suge and shit. Like, Clay Shahid Sloan, who played Bones, was actually in a car, and then they got into a big car accident with his buddy Terry Carter, and Suge was the driver.
Yeah. And I think Perez and a couple of the other guys, I think Mac, I can't remember their names, but they got named in a suit for Biggie's death. They were named as some of the guys that were in the area or something like that. So they thought that there might be ties to those guys as well when it came to the death of Biggie Smalls, Christopher Wallace.
Crazy shit, man. Just to think that, like, this is, like, pretty loosely, I mean, I don't know, it could be very accurate to how the real shit with the indictments and all that shit went down.
Yeah.
But that means them fools got paid. You should see what them detectives make. You should see their homes.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the big money comes in. But I was surprised. I'm not going to lie. But I was talking to Dave, and I was like, "Hey, have you seen this before?" And he's like, "Yeah, I love this movie," because we know Dave doesn't see a lot of shit that we feel like he should have seen a million times, and don't know how he has not seen them hanging out with us over the years. Lots and lots of years at Gary's house.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But what was some of your favorite memories of this film, David?
Well, seeing Denzel play a bad guy. Because for years, like I said it, he's like, someone needs to cast him as a villain, because he was always the good guy. He was always the hero.
Yeah.
And finally we got to see a ruthless version of Denzel Washington. And he fucking knocked this shit out of the park. Like I said earlier, he won an Oscar for this for Best Actor for this film. Ethan Hawke was nominated, and don't overlook Ethan Hawke's performance neither.
No,
in this movie.
Yeah, he killed it.
Yeah, I think everybody had in the actor. What was his name? Cliff Curtis. He played Smiley. I was saying to Chad before we went on, I was like, this guy's a fucking amazing actor. He's underrated because every movie he's in, he plays a completely different character, and you barely recognize him from one movie to the other.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, he was an FBI agent in Die Hard 4. Cliff Curtis was. And
I think he's in these Avatar movies too.
Oh, yeah. And in
I ain't seen him.
Yeah.
He hasn't either.
Yeah, I haven't seen him neither. But that scene with Smiley is one of the most terrifying scenes in the movie, I think.
Oh, that shit was the best.
Sitting at the poker table, and we know what's going to happen.
Oh yeah.
It was just funny because like Denzel said he was on set that day or whatever, and he was like, "Fuck, this is gonna be the best scene in the movie, and I ain't in it."
Yeah.
He had to go take a shit.
I was thinking that too. I was like, I think this is the only scene in the movie he's not in.
Yeah. Like that and the scene where fucking Hoyt's just chilling out eating some El Salvadorian food with his little Alonzito, watching some cartoons. Like that's about it. And it's funny too about you saying like he finally played a villain because apparently like the NAACP was pissed.
Yeah.
He's a fucking actor, man.
And they were like giving him shit. Like, and he was like, "Look, like all these other great actors fucking play villains, so why can't I?"
Yeah,
really.
If Pacino and Hackman can do it, why can't I? You know?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's pretty fucking wild though. But yeah, I love this fucking movie. Like like everybody like used to always say like Scarface was the shit. Like and how you'd watch Cribs back in the day, and like everybody had Scarface on and shit. Like this is the movie that was on my house most of the time.
And even the first scene in that famous diner that we've seen in I don't know how many movies. Like, have you been to that diner?
The first scene. I don't think I have been. I don't know.
What diner is that?
I don't know what the real
trying to
name of it
think.
is.
Let me look it up.
It definitely been in a lot of films.
Yeah, it's been in a bunch of movies, but
What are those movies?
even there we get a little taste of this character, Alonzo.
Yeah.
And I love that when he walks through the traffic.
Oh yeah, he didn't
playing with
care.
that bass. Yeah, that's fucking badass.
Pacific Dining Car.
I love this fucking car, man.
Yeah.
I've been there.
That Monte Carlo was fucking
Oh my
terrific.
god, I remember I wanted that car, man. I loved that car so much. It was just so hard. But dude, like you were saying, Dave, man, just seeing Denzel. I'd seen Denzel before, obviously, and like I knew him from like Ricochet.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Fallen. Another
shit.
one was and Malcolm X. I loved Malcolm X.
Yeah.
And of course, he's done like he's done so much Philadelphia and so many others.
I love the Hurricane.
Sure. But those were the ones that I loved the most. And whenever I saw this film, in my eyes, it just elevated him to like legend status. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
It does. I'm watching and I'm like, I don't even realize that it's Denzel Washington because he's this character of Alonzo Harris, and he's so immersed in it to where, it takes me away.
Yeah.
To where his acting is so good, and it's like you're watching it in real time, and you're like, there's no way that this guy is not getting the Oscar because his performance is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is one of those movies that when I turned it on, I watched it beginning to end.
Yeah.
Mainly because of that performance. Like, it just draws you in. Like,
Yeah.
you can't stop watching.
Yeah. No matter how many times I've seen this film, it's like I can still watch it. And he's just as charming every single time. And it's like one of those things where you're, as the audience, you're kind of like going along with Hoyt, with Ethan Hawke's character of like, okay, what's this guy's deal? You're learning at the same time as him. And it's like you go through all the same kind of emotions where you're like you're listening to what he's saying, and he's very persuasive, he's very charming, and all this stuff. And it's like, okay, and he just like kind of just leads Hoyt's character along the entire way. It's like a little piece of cheese that he's just, come with me, follow me, deeper and deeper into this fucking darkness, and it's so incredible.
Yeah,
love
I
this
think it's a
movie.
great script. And we find out that this whole thing is this master plan
From the jump.
that from the
Weeks in the
jump,
making.
and it's one day. It's training day. It's one day, and we find out this diabolical fucking plan, like supervillain level Doctor Doom type shit. Because I read like a lot of people had a problem with the ending, especially.
Well, there's an alternate ending. Did you watch that?
Oh, I don't. That was on the DVD, wasn't it? I don't remember what happened.
What is the alternate ending? I can't remember. I've seen it
I don't
before,
remember.
but I don't.
It's something you'll even notice in the original cut here. At the end, whenever Hoyt pulls up into his driveway, and you can see it in the original ending, where there's like something going on, you can see in the rear, like you can see somebody getting out of a car behind him, like vaguely. You can see like a door open and somebody step out, and you're like, "What the fuck?" Because it just shows him getting out of the car and going inside. But what that was they just didn't fix the edit. And in the alternate ending, he gets out of his car, and it's the three wise men that are parked behind him, and they get out, and they're like, okay, they want to know what happened to the money, and he tells them that he booked it all into evidence, and he's just like, all right, so leave me alone, and then they just backed off or whatever. They're like, it was kind of funny because they're like, you booked it all into evidence, and they're like, he's like, yeah, and they're like, all right,
He's the last Boy Scout.
and they just bounced. But I don't like that ending. I feel like for some reason a lot of people, it seems ambiguous to a lot of people, where they're thinking like, okay, did he kind of break bad and keep the money? Yeah. And I say no. It's like, okay, you could take that narrative and think like, okay, after everything he's been through in that day, he might have been like, you know what, I don't have the heart for it anymore. I wanted to be a cop. This is what I believed everything was, and everything is just completely changed now. And I don't want to deal with these corrupt fuckers. I'm going to take $1 million. I'm going to take my family, and we're going to leave this. Yeah. Okay, it's a plausible narrative, but based on everything that Hoyt does leading up to that, I would say no, because there's so many different things where he could have, done the wrong thing, and he just consistently does the right thing. He never breaks that. It doesn't break him. He doesn't turn into Alonzo, and based off everything leading up to that point and that ending, I would say that no, he turned in the money. But we'll get to that. I feel like we're jumping ahead of ourselves. But
after you watch this movie a couple of times, you pick up on things you didn't pick up beforehand.
Yeah,
and it's been a while since I watched this, but I love this movie, and little things here and there that you're like, oh shit, okay, like he tells the dude on the phone, just make sure the bathtub's clean.
Yeah.
Like, and you're like, oh, okay. And after you actually see what goes on, you're like, oh, this makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying. There's a lot of little Easter eggs throughout the whole movie as you watch it.
Easter eggs.
Making me hungry. Shit.
Well, that was why Alonzo called the guys from Hillside, because he saved that girl earlier. Yeah. The director said that's Alonzo's sense of humor.
No.
Yeah.
He did that on purpose. Because some people were complaining that was too much of a coincidence. I don't see it that way. I think it's a great script, man.
Oh, yeah.
I think he'd be too fucked up to put that together. Because he got him out here smoking PCP and drinking all fucking day. That shit's pretty fucking wild.
Yeah. But I mean, like what Dave was saying, okay, so I love this film. All right. But my criticism is that even though it's supposed to, where he says, I've been planning this all week, it's kind of a stupid plan.
It is.
When you think about it, because first you're bringing in this wild card, Hoyt, so anything could happen. Like why? Like, okay, if your idea, your plan is to, hey, I owe the Russians $1 million, so I got to come up with a way to get $1 million. So I'm gonna go back to my one guy Roger, and I'm gonna jack him for the $1 million and pay off the Russians. I don't know why you got to involve Hoyt at all. People keep saying, well, they needed him to be like the fall guy, but there's not really a fall guy in this. You know,
I think it's because they wanted someone with a clean record to be the one to talk to the DA about everything, so that way they knew he was on the up and up.
that I get that, but at the same time, the DA the DA is kind of connected to that Tom Berenger character, right?
Right.
Like I don't think he's the DA, but he works with them. And so it's like he's already juiced in. Like he's already dealing with the higher ups in LAPD who are corrupt. So and they gave him the green light on Roger. So to me, Hoyt just is a monkey wrench in the whole thing. And it's like, okay, even if you say, okay, he needed to be the fall guy or we needed a squeaky clean guy or whatever, at any point in this film, like Hoyt could have just got out of the car. There's so many different things where Alonzo kind of puts him to the test.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, he stops the car in the middle of the intersection and puts the gun up and tells him to smoke the shit. What if Hoyt would have just said, fuck you, and jumped out of the car? If that's part of your plan, like that's a terrible plan.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, that would be my only beef. Or my main beef. There might be something else, but
now, there's a few things in this movie I saw that I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. But don't let that take away anything. Right. You know, it's one of those things where it's I like I said, I love this film to death, but there's certain things that don't make sense. It's just me because like I said, I'm nitpicky. I'm a perfectionist. My brain is like supercomputer where I'm processing every single thing all the time, and I'm like, why would he do that? You know,
I've noticed some like continuity, like mistakes and shit. And
yeah, I think that's more like deleted scenes and edits and shit like that. But as far as like, if you just break it down and you're like, well, this is Alonzo's grand plan. And I'm like, well, it doesn't, I don't see of all the days, like this is what you picked. Like I want Officer Hoyt on this day to be my, you know, I'll train him and have it go through this whole process. I feel like if I was Alonzo, I would have been, if they would have said, hey, you got to train this rookie, and been like, nah, fuck all that. All right, today I'm going to go doing something else. And he just goes, he gets the green light from the wise men. He gets up with his crew. They jack Roger for the million. They do the setup with Peter Green's character where he gets shot coming in, and they justify having to shoot him. Done.
Right.
So I don't know. That's just me, but doesn't change anything that this film is a fucking amazing film.
It's a movie I can watch another 1,000 times and still not be bored with it.
Yeah. And then, you know, like I said, is that for me it elevated Denzel to legendary status in my eyes. Ethan Hawke. I wasn't a big Ethan Hawke guy. I remembered him from
still not, honestly, but I mean he can kill it in certain shit.
I mean, but at the time, like I remember him from like Dead Poet Society, Reality Bites. Those were the two main ones that I remembered him from. And then this is one of the ones where I was like, I was really surprised by him. It's like, you know, there's certain actors, like, you know, we've talked about Robert Pattinson and all that, where, you know, they've played all these roles before that you never really care for, and it's like he jumps into the role of the Batman, and you're like, okay, I'll give this guy a chance. And for me, it didn't impress me. But now with Ethan Hawke, you know, the shit before I didn't really care for him. And then seeing this film, I was like, all right, I'll give him a chance. And he fucking wowed me. You know, it was like, holy shit, you know, he comes across so kind of squeaky clean. He's very innocent. You know, the character of Hoyt, not only, you know, it plays an innocent kind of character, but Ethan Hawke has that look to him where, you know, he seems kind of like, the skinny white boy that's, you know, just trying to be the Boy Scout. You know what I mean?
Saving the goddamn world.
Saving the goddamn world. Yep.
I think this is my introduction to Ethan Hawke. I never saw Dead Poet Society or Reality Bites, so
I'm not shocked at this point.
I don't watch movies. So.
It blows my mind how many movies you have not seen. I'm just like, what? But it's okay to like not watch certain movies, but like there's just certain movies you're like, everybody's seen that movie, except for Dave.
Except for Dave.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
The fuck is going on here?
Now what?
Nasty said, "Fuck it."
Everybody's just gonna check out from time to time.
I didn't say fuck it, but
yes, fuck it.
No, my thing came up and said that the connection was stupid, so I don't know what happened.
I think we're all just cutting out at some point. You know, I think Restream's having some fun with us. All right, you know, it must be a training day over at the Restream facilities or something like that. We got some rookie bullshit going on. Fucking
yeah. We've been here 191 times, so they're like, let's fuck with these guys.
Oh, they haven't fucked with us for a while, so we're due.
I like how the film just gets right into it. Like it just starts out. You know, and like you said, Dave, it's a 1 day thing. It's like 24 with Jack Bauer. We're going through a 24-hour period. It starts out with the sun rising, and we see Hoyt, who's already beat the alarm clock. You know, he's awake, and the alarm clock goes off, and he hits it like instantaneous because he's already awake, and his wife's awake breastfeeding, and it's you just get that small introduction to his character, and then it's like, all right, he's got to go and meet Alonzo. And just meeting up with him right out the gate, man, you're just taken aback by this character of Alonzo, because it's like, what is it? What is he doing? You know, it's like everybody can relate to going to a first interview for a job or anything like that, and you want to impress them. You know, you want to do your best and be on it. And it's like, how disarming is it for you to show up and then like right out the gate? It's like the person's like, oh, like shut up, I'm trying to read my paper. And he's just sitting there like, all right, what the fuck do I do? And he's like, oh, I'll get some breakfast. Oh, you fucked that up. Like, I already ate, you know.
Tell me a story.
Yeah. He's like, you know, I read my newspaper. This is 90% bullshit.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, though, he is trying to like read, and I hate when somebody like it's very clear that I'm trying to read something and somebody just wants to fuck up. Like,
but it's different between like, okay,
it's in the morning. Let him have it. Like, have some coffee. Let him read his shit. Then you all can chit chat.
Well, it's 10 a.m. at this point. He said meet him there at 10 a.m.
Yeah, it's early.
So I mean,
but it's not like he's on his personal time or anything like that. He said, meet me at this time. So what? I'm going to come and meet you just so I can watch you read your fucking newspaper?
No, you're going to do exactly what you're told. I mean,
it's just Alonzo feeling out Hoyt.
Oh yeah, of course. He's a dick. But we're supposed to get there.
The whole movie, just trying to figure out if he's going to be able to flip this guy to be corrupt or not. And then he thinks at one point he does, and then when he realizes he don't, he just dumps him off at Smiley's.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if Alonzo, you know, like I said, you know, a lot of people were like, oh, well, he was just brought in to be this fall guy or whatever. But I honestly believe at one point in the film that Alonzo kind of thinks, okay, you know, I want this guy on my crew. You know, what was he say? He's got the magic eye.
Yeah.
Because like you can tell, like whenever, you know, even when they're rolling around there at the beginning, and Hawk's all fucked up on PCP and shit. He's looking at the car window and he sees something and he's like, "What? Stop the car! Stop the car!" And that's when he runs out and goes to the alleyway and sees those two guys trying to mess with that girl. And then when Alonzo pulls back up and gets out, he's just standing there watching, and he's kind of impressed.
On you, boy.
Yeah, he's impressed by what Hoyt can do. He's taken out both these guys single-handedly, and I think like as the day goes on, you know, he kind of gets. I think that, like I said, I think there's a point where he wants him to be part of the crew, and it's like
even Roger says later that like he reminds him of Denzel when he was first starting out, and then later on Denzel's like, "You remind me of me."
Yeah, because I mean, Alonzo's sitting there thinking like, "Oh well, you know, this guy ain't gonna make the cut. He's gonna fucking wash out or whatever, you know, on all the different things that they're doing." And then it's like he sees, you know, the alleyway stuff. He sees all this other stuff, and at some point he's like, "Man, you know, this kid, you know, he could be part of this crew if I can flip him."
Yeah.
And I think the deciding factor was that Roger situation. Once they go back to Jack Roger, they find the money, they dig up the money, and they pull it out, and he's like offering Hoyt like a cut. And this is another thing that I didn't understand. So he says there's $4 million in there, right? And he says they're going to book $3 million into evidence. So that only means there's $1 million left over, which the $1 million he has to pay to the Russians. So what the fuck is his crew getting? I was like, wait a minute.
He said they were all getting $250,000. So
that's what I'm.
yeah.
That
So
I was like, that don't make no sense.
right, because he's getting like $250,000, and then he just snatched off like 400 G's or $40,000 off Macy Gray, right? Was that the money he threw back in Tom Berenger's car?
Yeah, the money that he needed to pay the wise men he got from the Sandman's wife.
Right. So I mean, yeah. So he's still just stuck with $750,000 of them short, unless he had like the rest of it stashed at his chick's house. Old Eva Mendes, sexy's ass. God,
I don't even know. Like, why would you just say, okay, we're going to book $1 million into evidence, and the other $3 million we're going to keep, and I'm going to pay off the Russians, and we'll get a cut.
Unless he was just saying that so the other guys didn't know he was keeping $1 million for himself.
I mean, maybe. Oh, he was playing his own crew.
Probably he was playing Roger.
I mean, the character.
Roger brought him in apparently,
but
he was selling dope to kids.
He's a manipulator, like a master
manipulator, man. It's funny watching him because he's so smooth about it, and it's like watching him, Alonzo. I felt like I was like I could have very easily seen Denzel playing like Al Pacino's role in Devil's Advocate.
Oh yeah,
like he had that charm to him where he's like the devil, like, oh, I'm going to tempt you, like here's the forbidden fruit, you know what I mean? And
well, the director said he did that scene in the car when Hoyt's all messed up on the PCP. There's that image of Denzel with his tongue. You can see his tongue is red.
Yeah,
and the director said he made him look like the devil.
Yeah, that's how he comes across, because he's very tempting. It's like, okay, you know, I'm leading you into this world, and it's completely different than you thought it was. So it's like, just take a bite of the apple. Come on, join us. But I was going back to what I was saying is, like, whenever he offers him the money, and Hoyt's like, you know, the only money I get is from the checks I cash LAPD, and they're kind of all looking at each other like, is this kid for real? So
somebody didn't sleep through ethics class.
Yeah. And so right there, they know that he's going to be a problem. And then part two is whenever they say, okay, you know, here you got to kill Roger, and he wouldn't do it. So then I think that's the point where Alonzo realizes, okay, I got to get rid of this kid, you know, but he still strings him along up until the part where he drops him off at Smiley's.
Yeah, even Paul's like, just kill this motherfucker.
Yeah, he wanted to get rid of him so bad.
Dre wasn't having it.
No, he didn't want anything to do with Hoyt.
No, I like whenever in the beginning they're sitting there watching the drug deal with them little white kids, the little white teenagers buying fucking PCP off them before he made Hoyt smoke it. Then they just fucking pull up and jack him. So like right then, like Hoyt should know this dude's not on the up and up. Like, but then like Ethan Hawke even said whenever he was doing ride-alongs and shit, like there was a cop there the one time that like confiscated some coke off some dude to later give it to somebody else because they informed him where this murderer was that they were looking for. Then they went and arrested the murderer. Yeah,
it ends up being like a currency on the streets, man.
Yeah.
So it's like Hoyt.
That's how he sees it as a credit card.
Yeah, Hoyt's like, you know, realizes that he's not going by the book, but in the streets, maybe that's not the case. He's thinking like, okay, this isn't how it's supposed to be done, but maybe this is the way it has to be done. So he doesn't necessarily just put his foot down and say, oh, we shouldn't be doing this. This is wrong. He's like learning, like, okay, this, like, as Alonzo keeps, you know, telling him, like, you got to learn these streets, you know, you got to be part of these streets and know how they operate, or they're going to realize that you're phony, and you're going to get, you know, like, oh, wait, he tells him, you know, that wedding ring, take that shit off. Don't let him see that, you know, all these different things he's telling him. And it's like, okay, he's getting, like, it really is a training day where he's getting education on the streets. You know, he's been doing shit before, but it ain't nothing like this. If you want narcotics, if you want to be undercover, you got to be believable.
Yeah.
It's all about street justice.
It's like you turn that shit down on the street, you're fucking dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he makes valid points, and that's the thing that keeps you going. You know, just like as the audience, you're sitting there thinking, like, no, get fucking just leave this motherfucker. But then it's like, wait a minute, okay, it does have he does have a point. So like, okay, so we just keep following him down the wormhole.
Yeah, and that's what makes it so interesting, and why you just, like you said, like you just fall into this movie because you're just like, what the fuck's he gonna do next? Like, is he eventually gonna like do some real good work? But then like it just goes fucking even worse. Like you think he's actually gonna like teach this kid some shit, and then they're gonna like make a huge bust, but the huge bust they do make is fucking just dirty.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the way this movie plays out at first, you're like, all right, well, because at the time, like we talked about, Denzel Washington didn't really play a bad guy. And, it was kind of unheard of. So, like, you start watching this, you're like, all right, well, he's just like, a tough, I don't know what I'm looking for. Just a tough motherfucker that's like, hey, here's how things go, blah, blah, tough love, whatever. And then you kind of realize about halfway through this guy is just a complete psychopath and that he has a complete other agenda on his day that Hoyt is not expecting whatsoever.
No.
I always like whenever they go see Roger and he's telling the story about the snail. He just looks down and he's like, what the fuck's your problem?
That's not funny.
What the fuck you laughing for if it ain't funny?
That ain't funny.
I don't know.
It's like when you figure out that joke, then you figure out the streets.
He's already figured out. It's all smiles and cries.
All
He's
smiles
like,
and cries.
Yeah, that whole scene's pretty funny. Like he's like, what the? He's like, he's high as a fucking kite. What you give him?
Mexico's finest.
He's like, here, have some fucking whiskey. Like that'll help. What the fuck? And then he goes back in the car and he's got a beer in his lap. It's like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
What a day for Hoyt, man.
It's probably like noon at this point. You know what I mean? He's fucking already smoked up and fucking drinking.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens.
This is like 2 hours at work.
He's like talking. He's like Denzel asked him, "You ever smoked weed before or whatever?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, when in 12th grade." He's like, "Yeah, we were smoking weed." Yeah, he's just so messed up, man. It's just, man, I love the back and forth, the chemistry between these two characters, man. It's so good. It's so
like
good.
I said, like I'm not a huge Ethan Hawke fan, but like even like his performances and a lot of shit's really good. It's just usually not the shit that I usually watch. But like even whenever they're coming up the steps to go to Roger's house, like he's walking up the steps like he's fucked up. Sure. Like, you can just like see him like concentrating on the steps as he's like kind of like how he was just kind of like staring into the glass whenever he was sitting there on the couch. So like he played that shit to the T. Like I give Ethan Hawke a lot of credit, but like I said, he just doesn't usually play roles that I'm into.
The only movie, this and Sinister, are the only two movies that I can think of that I actually really like when it comes out of him.
Yeah, because you don't like Black Phone.
Nah, fuck that movie.
I didn't like those movies, but I mean, I thought he did good in them.
I still gotta see.
Yeah, but
I still want to see the Lowdown, that TV show he does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I watched the first episode of that. It actually isn't that bad. I forgot about that. I actually finished that. It was on Hulu.
Either that or Prime. I can't remember.
Maybe it's on Hulu.
Yeah. What about? Did you like him in The Purge?
I'm not big.
He was in that.
Yeah, those movies are okay.
I don't like it because of Liv Tyler. Fuck that chick.
Yeah. What?
Small role. He was in Lord of War, though. He's the guy that's going after your boy Nick Cage.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Shout out to Nick Cage.
Yep. Every chance we get.
All flattened over there next to Chad.
Fuck yeah, man. Nick Cage is my fucking.
Actually, you know that pillow reminds me of? That pillow reminds me of Hellraiser. I feel like his face is all spread and he's like, Jesus wept. That's every time I see it. Like, oh man, yeah.
Well, speaking of TV shows, did you guys remember there was a TV show Training Day for about 5 minutes?
I didn't, and then I saw that there was one, and I was like, "Wow, that happened."
Yeah, fucking Bill Paxton was on it.
No shit.
Yeah, it was one of his last roles.
I had no clue about that. Who's all in that? Like,
Bill Paxton was the only one I remember. It came out in 2017. It was on from February to May. And then,
who did he play?
I don't know.
Huh.
I didn't know that happened at all. I remember they were talking about doing a sequel for a while. And they said a prequel is still in development.
Wow.
And the prequel is based on.
But I don't know who you'd have play young Denzel.
It's based around the Rodney King riots, the LA riots.
You could probably go back to the kid who played in Death Wish that Denzel Washington says wasn't him.
I wonder what he's doing.
Well, they're probably the same age though.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's him. There is no fucking way that's not him. Oh, he started a year later. Please, no. For whatever reason, he doesn't want to be associated with that movie. That's got to be him. There's no fucking way otherwise.
It's got to be.
It's got to be.
Yeah,
I know if you watch that scene, it's completely him. The fact that other people have been like, "Hey, is it you?" He's like, "No, I started acting a year later."
Well, like going back to what Mike said earlier too about some things just not making sense. Like the whole Snoop scene, like they pull up, and then he rolls over to the car, and then he's like, "Yeah, let me get some crack, $20 worth or whatever." Then he looks over at Denzel, and then he fucking just is like, "Fuck you!" Like, I'm out of here. But then whenever they get into that little store, and then they're having their little conversation, like you can tell that like him and Denzel have fucking history together. So like, why would he even come over? Like,
not only that was you have that scene, but later on, whenever he's talking to Hoyt and he says something to the effect of, "Oh, you remember that guy in the wheelchair? Yeah. How do you think he got there?" Right. So, you know, the only justification I could have thought was whenever he rolled up, which, you know, the character of Blue should already know Alonzo's car, but when he rolled up, Snoop rolls up on the car and he just sees Ethan Hawke there with the hood up, and he doesn't see past him until, you know, after he asks him for the crack, you know, he kind of leans over and then he sees Alonzo, and then he's like, "Oh, this smells like bacon" or whatever. But that would be the only justification that he didn't see Alonzo at first.
That scene cracks me up because he could not be more of an obvious cop.
Yeah.
Like,
and that was the thing.
Crackhead calls it crack.
Yeah. Early on, you see those things where you can tell, you know, it's a testament to Ethan Hawke, where he comes across as a rookie, you know, especially, you know, whenever they, like you said, when they're jacking those college kids for that stuff. And the whole time Hoyt's just kind of like watching Alonzo, like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And at the same time, like the girl in the back seat is putting her hands down, and he's like, "Hey, control your
suspect or whatever."
Suspect, yeah. Like, "Ma'am, put your hands on the window," you know. And he's just very has this very, I don't know, innocent way about him.
And then it's funny. He's like, I like how you handled yourself back here. It's like, no, you didn't.
They keep calling him rookie. Even Macy Gray called him a rookie. Yeah. And he's like, "Give me a break."
Yeah.
She even calls him out because they smell like booze because he's been drinking all fucking day.
Yeah.
You got to drink in order to come down here.
But, you know, it just goes to that, like I said, with that Alonzo makes these valid points. Like, these people that are on the streets, they see him and they see right through him. It's like, okay, I know this kid isn't fucking hard enough to fucking do this job yet. So, I mean, it's just day one. So it's like, you got to learn, man. You got to learn. You got to be believable, or else everybody's going to see through you.
Like, even back whenever he goes to the park, though, and like all those guys are like, "What the fuck are you doing down here? You got a pass?" They're just talking shit, and he's just like ignoring everybody walking down the street with a fucking gun in his hand.
Man,
he's like, "I'm here for Alonzo," and he's like, "Yeah,
yep.
Enough said."
Step aside. Hey, was this Terry Crews' first movie?
It was one of them.
Yeah, it wasn't his first movie.
I was ready to mention Terry Crews. Fucking up there clapping. No, but
I thought he was around longer than,
or something. And then
than that. Yeah.
Antoine was just like, "You want to jump in the film?" And he was like, "Cool."
Yeah, one of his buddies was working on the film, and he said, "Oh, you want to come down? Denzel's working in South Central," and he's like, "Yeah." And they came down and they saw him. And they're like, "Oh, we're gonna put him in," you know, because of course, you know, Terry Crews looks like a badass motherfucker.
Yeah.
But he even said in an interview, he's like, dude, because he was there that night whenever Denzel does that big monologue and it does the King Kong speech. He goes, if I would have never done anything else with my career, just being able to be there for that moment and be in film with Denzel, I would have been happy with that. And it's like, yeah, hell yeah. Like, that's iconic.
That would be the set to be an extra on.
Yeah.
You get the idea that nobody likes him throughout the whole movie. Because whenever he's not around, everybody kind of acts like, dude, what a dick.
That's because he's wearing his dick around his badge or around his neck with his badge. Like, you just think he's the fucking man and no one cares.
Yeah. Which is what makes the last two scenes of the movie so impactful,
Yeah, sure.
Like the prince has lost his crown. Everyone is finally going, you know what? Fuck this guy.
And he's not wearing a badge no more.
Yeah.
Open game.
I love when he goes, you're not going to shoot a cop, in the back, and he shoots him in the ass. And that scene right there, his reaction to that, he's like, you motherfucker. He's got the cigarette press in his face. God damn it. Like, it's such a great scene. It really is. Everybody's just kind of like, you don't need to be here. Go on,
I think it's funny too. Like, I want to see what kind of investigations they do at Roger's place too, because like, dude apparently took a shot as soon as he came through the door, and then they had time to fucking cut a hole in his floor afterwards instead of just calling the paramedics and shit. And then there's like a pile of cigarette butts laying on the floor from fucking, and Alonzo just sitting there chain smoking while they're digging up the hole. So it's like, what the fuck? It's like, I want to know what kind of story that they're going to fucking tell this DA.
Yeah, really.
And going back to that scene, okay, so you got Alonzo's crew, Peter Green, who just recently passed away.
Yeah.
For some reason,
one of the greatest villains. He just looks like a villain, and he just always has done a good job.
I love him in Blue Streak.
Well, here's what's weird, because he's not credited in this film at all.
No.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, that's weird, and I was trying to look up why, and I couldn't find anything on it. And another thing, he's not credited in The Usual Suspects either.
Huh.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was.
So I'm like, what is going on here? Because it's like, like even in the Training Day, this is it's not a huge role, but it's not like a cameo where he just walks on and walks off. It's a significant part where Dr. Dre and all the other members of the crew are credited. So why would somebody of Peter Green status not be credited? That's the real mystery to this film to me. It's like, what happened there? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I still think that the best scene in the movie is at Smiley's, though.
Yeah.
Man, that scene, I'm with Dave on that earlier. It's a very if you've ever been in a situation where you felt that things were off, you're around people you don't know, things are kind of shady, whatever. I get anxiety watching that scene. I've been in a couple of spots in my life where I wasn't sure if I was going to make it out of the house or not. Yeah. And that scene just
that'll happen,
man. Yeah.
Apparently, Raymond Cruz, the dude that played Sniper, originally casted for Smiley, but he didn't get it. And then Fuqua liked his performance, so that's why I ended up writing him back in. And then you got Noel G, fucking Hector, in every other movie he's in.
Yeah.
Like, those are like two of the main Hispanic guys you see in almost every kind of movie. Well, they're always playing basically the same characters.
Yeah. All those guys, all three of those guys you've seen in some movie or whatever, being like a gang member or whatever the fuck.
I think Cliff Curtis was Pablo Escobar in Blow, wasn't he?
Yeah. Mm. And then Raymond Cruz was the heroin guy in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Tuco Salamanca.
Raymond was jacked in this movie too.
Jacked!
Yeah.
Too bear.
Too bear.
You probably don't play with
idiot. Three of a kind beats two pair. It does.
Man, take your fucking meds.
Do you
So,
see why we
how
don't
long
play
you been a
for money?
pig? Oh, I'm
That
sorry.
whole scene's so fucking good, man.
Because it's like you slow. It's
You
a
realize.
slow. Yeah, it's a slow realization where it's
Yeah.
like, okay, like all the shit that he's just gone through with Alonzo and everything from the day. He's just like, all right, I just want to get this day over with. And it's like, oh, we got to pop in here real quick. Got to drop something off for the family. Oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And he's just standing there. He's like, oh, here, just play a hand, just one hand. It's like, all right, whatever. And then they start messing with him, and he's just like, oh,
I'm
you know,
taking a
here,
shit.
yeah, he's like, here we go again, people messing with me, you know, and it's the demeanor has totally changed from earlier because he sits down and he's just like, you know, he's sitting there like with this almost like a mean mug where he's like Ethan Hawke is just like I don't give a fuck. You know, you want to call me, you know, he's just sitting there with that look on his face. Like, I've been through so much shit today. Anything you guys are going to say to me, I don't give a fuck. You know, it's just going to bounce right off me. So he's already hardened up a little bit from the day's events, but then it just slowly progresses to where you're like, wait a minute, you know, what's going on? Like Smiley, he hands off that money to that girl to count it or whatever. Like that was the payoff right there to kill Hoyt. You know what I mean? And then he goes and looks out the window and the car's gone. And then it's like, oh shit, you know.
And the only thing that saved him was the fact that he actually like was being a cop and protected that girl earlier on.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought that's one of the underlying things about the film is it's karma ultimately, you know, for both characters, because you see Hoyt do that act of kindness in the beginning. Well, he's doing his job, but you know, he goes out of his way to make sure, you know, the girl is safe. Yeah. And then in the end, he's rewarded for it, as opposed to Alonzo's character who has done all these terrible things. And now he's punished for his acts. So it's very karma themed, this film. But, it's just, you know, when they're in the bathtub scene and they're like, oh, this shit's trippy. Because it is, you know, imagine, you know, the odds. Like, oh, I'm going to get his money first. And then they pull out the kid's wallet. Like, that's my cousin. Like, oh shit.
I was watching the thing with Raymond Cruz, and he said, like, whenever he was younger, he was into some shit. And he actually saw some dude get shot in the face up close. And he's like, all you remember is just seeing is a bunch of brains on the wall.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fucking cruddy. And then after our show, we got to have Chuck elaborate on this because his mom sent up a comment. And then I saw this reaction on Chuck's face when he read it. So there's a story involved I want to hear, but I don't know if he can say it on here. So
there was a moment where I don't know if I really should or not, but I honestly I'll just say this. Me and my stepdad, we are you know, if we get in a good mood and we're like, hey, let's go see what's up in this other area, and we shouldn't have gone down an area, and there was I'll tell you about that later. Yeah, right. I'm not gonna do that.
I kind of figured it was gonna be an after show.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you popped it up because then I had to comment on it. But Mom, Jesus,
that's why I was waiting, because it was gonna be a thing, so I had to wait for the mic to.
I'll tell you.
I saw your face whenever you looked down and saw the message. Yeah. And I was like, there's a story here.
just know.
Thanks, Mama Nasty.
We just about had to beat the little shit. So.
Like, there's definitely got to be a story here.
There's definitely a story there. It's a long story too. I hope you're ready later. Yeah.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen Mike actually get up. We all usually get up half a time, but Mike, I don't think I've ever seen get up during the middle of the show. Fucking weird.
Yeah. I've had to get up a couple of times because I've got both kids here, and they're being the grown ones they are. I've got to get up now because I have to go piss. But I'll be right back. Jesus Christ! Crunch. That's all I heard. It was just Mike sitting down. All right, I'll be right back.
What is this? Fucking musical chairs?
It is, man. No, so we're gonna get a story afterwards, so maybe we can have Chuck tell it next week if it's not too crazy.
Now you should just tell it on the air. Don't be a fucking pussy.
I fucking I want to go back after this show and watch the movie again because this shit's so fucking good, man.
Yeah.
Like there's so many people in it too. Like there's so many familiar faces. Like Tom Berenger's only in it for what, like 3 minutes?
Yeah, I forgot that was Tom Berenger.
And then Harris Yulin.
Yep. Fucking from Scarface.
Yeah. Like it's so
Hey,
fucking good, man.
The corrupt cop in Scarface. So it's funny that it comes around.
Yeah, like I was sitting there, like, and I was just like, damn. I'm like, there's so many people in this fucking. Like, I forgot. I didn't realize that Scott Glenn was Roger. I don't know how I never thought about that. Like, he almost looks like Lance Henriksen.
A little bit.
But I always thought it was funny too. How he's like in his house coat, and then he just like when everybody gets there, he takes it off and he's just like chilling in his beater.
Yep.
What else was he in?
He's in a lot of shit. I don't know what the biggest shit he's ever been in. I'm sure Mike's rolling around right now.
The biggest shit. Hunt for Red October. Silence of the Lambs. That's what.
That's okay. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay. He was the main agent.
Yeah,
and recently he was in Greenland 2: Migration.
No shit.
So there, he's still.
I still got to watch Greenland 1, but I don't know if I'm going to or not.
And there's some other film that I remember him from. I'm trying to think what it was. Like, oh, shit, what is it? I'm gonna look. Apocalypse Now.
I know he's been in a lot of old shit. Like he was big back in the day.
Yeah.
Like this was probably whenever he was starting to slow down a little bit. But I like after Ethan leaves Smiley's joint and then he takes the bus and you can just see like the irritation on his face where he's just like, all right. And then like whenever he gets off the bus and you're like, oh fuck, he's where he's not technically supposed to be and he's going to go hunt this fucker down because he's just like, okay, fuck this. And then he kind of walks through there. And like I said earlier, like everybody's like kind of giving him shit. Like, why are you here? Blah, blah, blah. Then he walks up and talks to Bone and he's like, I'm here for Alonzo. And then they just look down and see the gun in his hand. So they're just like, well, step aside. We ain't see shit.
Yep.
And then he spent that little quality time with their kid or whatever. And then the kid fucking is the one that pretty much kills his dad. A little Alonzito.
Well, it also goes down to show, like I said, nobody likes him. They're like, he's a dick, blah, 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 whatever. And the fact that the kid is actually like, all right, I'm going to, do what you say because you seem like a nice guy,
Right. And then you fucking get that scene where he like kind of like he's going down through the hallway and pops the door open and you see fucking Eva Mendes all fucking butt ass naked.
Mm-hmm.
Have mercy.
Beautiful woman.
Really is. I'm fucking surgical with this shotgun. So you better calm down. He had a dope ass, like he must have been waiting for this shit because he's got he had like 4 guns on him, so he has them in the pillowcase, and then he's got that fucking shotgun like strapped up under the bed. Like he was waiting for some shit to pop off so he could just fall inside the bed and then just swivel the shotgun around and blow someone's toes off.
Well, yeah, if he's living down in the jungle, he's got to know.
I mean, yeah.
Got a little paranoia going on, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that shit was pretty wild.
But speaking of guns, I like earlier in the film where they go to Sandman's, and then whenever she realizes that he's just taking her money, and she comes running out and telling all the boys, and they start shooting at him.
Yeah.
And then like fucking Denzel, he takes both his guns and he has like one straight up and then one sideways, and it's just like boom, 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 and it's like that shot that Fuqua does where he's just kind of like going in, like Denzel just looks like a fucking beast in that scene because it's like he's just walking in to like gunfire and he's just firing off both, and then like his car gets shot up. The thing I always liked was whenever they go to see the 3 wise men, and then they're leaving. And Denzel like finds out that the DA's car. He's like, "Oh, yeah, I got the gray Mercedes." So they're walking out, and then Denzel tells Hoyt, he's like, "Oh, get the car." So Hoyt goes over to the valet, and he's like, "Oh, the black Monte Carlo with the windows shut out." It's just kind of like, what the fuck's going on here?
There's 2 things I have about that like beef with that part too. Is like The one cut, like you see him and his fucking gun, like he's out of ammo.
Yeah.
And then he pulls it back out and shoots 2 more times with it somehow.
Yeah.
But then, like, the scene, like the bullet holes in the back, like, where the fuck did they exit the vehicle? Because they should have holes in the front window, too.
Yes.
It's like, what?
Semantics.
Right. Like I said, it's just nitpicking bullshit with this movie, but there are some issues once you watch it 1,000 times, like I have. Like, you just pick up on shit.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where it's so good, you'll overlook all that shit because it doesn't matter.
It's kind of like Back to the Future. Like, that ain't going to happen, but it's so fucking good, you just watch it.
True. Yeah.
Fuck it. Entertaining.
The acting by everybody in this movie is great too. So
Yeah.
I mean, like every scene you get good acting. Therefore, you're kind of intrigued, and you don't want to look away.
Right. That was a fucking weird laugh.
What the fuck's your problem?
Dave actually has IG.
Nobody can see through Dave's head. If we could see your thoughts, that probably wasn't good just now. Yeah, but that fight scene at the end, though, that's just dope. Like, you think fucking Ethan Hawke's fucking just defeated because he gets knocked out on the roof, even though they're up there fucking with the pigeons and shit. But then, like, out of nowhere, like, Denzel gets in his car and fucking he comes flying out of nowhere and just lands on his hood. He's like, what the fuck? But then again, there goes some more continuity type shit because he fucking beats the shit out of his fucking car. And then it's fine towards the end.
Yeah.
That was so sad. That was the saddest part of the movie, seeing what they did to that car.
Oh, is there a delay on our voices?
Are we dubbed?
It's not really us. It's all AI, mother.
Right. We aren't really here.
It's not really us. I'm actually sleeping right now. That's not true.
No, but that scene there, like by the end of it, like you can tell, like everybody in that community is just tired of his fucking shit.
Well, that was the thing.
He's like, someone shoot this fool, and he's like, nah, man, you gotta do your own work around here. Like, and then once he snatches that badge off, he picks his gun back up, and then he's just like, he ain't got a badge, we got this.
Well, that's the thing. Alonzo's character kind of rules with intimidation. And it doesn't matter if he's with the police force or if he's in the streets, he's in the jungle. He feels like he's the king of the jungle, and all these people know that they can't mess with him. It's like, okay, this guy thinks he runs shit or whatever, but if we go in and kill him, then we're gonna have 1,000 cops down here fucking up our community. So it's like people just got to overlook it. And it's one of those things where it's like, okay, we can't deal with him, but now there's a situation where he's going to get caught by his own people. There's finally somebody that's come along that's going to stand up to this guy and put him in his place.
Yeah, because he's not looking to bust them for anything. He's like, look, I don't give a fuck about you all. I'm here for him. And they're like, all right, get rid of this asshole,
Cop gets killed in Harlem today. Well, we got tomorrow 1,000 cops, all with your trigger fingers.
Yeah, that's the truth. So it's like, what do you do? It's like sometimes you just gotta look the other way and be like, all right, that's the way it is.
Right.
Which, going back to the little things that are in it, he tells Ethan Hawke earlier about making it home to his, he wants to live or go, or die or go home or go, whatever the fuck it is. And at the end of the movie, when Ethan Hawke is walking up his driveway, like it starts, you hear the news report of after Denzel Washington is gunned down. And it's the same shit he told him. There's a lot of good karma in this movie.
Yeah,
but it was to me, that ending where you hear the police report and they're talking about decorated officer and all that. Obviously the news is just coming out. That he's been shot, but they obviously tell a different story. And the only reason they would have that information is if the police department gave them the false information. So. Yeah. It's just a testament, kind of showing, in my mind, that it illustrates the corruption and all the bullshit is still there, no matter what, So it's like where does Hoyt go from there? And like you could have very easily done a sequel for this. That was the plan.
So?
Yeah.
Like, but what would have been the plot though? This is such a movie that's like a standalone, in my opinion.
It is, but I mean, I mean, I don't know if it would have been a good sequel, but I mean, going by what actually played out, you could have had, Hoyt's character being kind of like the Serpico guy who's going in and trying to clean up the police corruption that's going on,
Yeah, but like he pretty much already did that in the first movie, though.
He didn't clean up anything. He just,
no, but like I don't know. I just feel
like he knows about it.
Would just be kind of stupid.
I mean, at this point, he knows. He's got the evidence to convict. Well, I mean, you can't convict Alonzo now, but basically say, hey, this is bullshit.
He can get the rest of the team though.
Get the rest of the team. He can take down the wise
it's
men.
A courtroom movie then. That's basically what you're looking at. You're looking at if you made a sequel, it'd be Law and Order.
You could have done it like a courtroom style thing, but on them coming after him.
Well, yeah, okay, but that doesn't make sense though, because at that point, like he already has all the shit that like, we already have it in our minds that like he's turned in the money, he said all the other shit, whatever. So like the only thing I would see is it'd be a courtroom movie, unless you want to make it a revenge movie. Oh, you make it they come after him. It's a whole, and it takes away from what the original movie was. Like.
Turns into like Ethan Hawke.
Like I said, it
just turns into a regular action movie. It doesn't.
Yeah, you could very easily make a sequel. I'm not saying it's going to be a good sequel, but
yeah,
you could
straight
easily
to video kind of shit.
Yeah, or something.
Training Day 2, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, and you know what I mean, like that kind of stupid shit.
That's
and
I'd watch that.
The prequel would have been the one that would have got everybody's interest, where you have you see where Alonzo starts out and ends up. You could add a film like that.
Do we really care?
Training Day 2, Train Harder.
You get that dude that played Dr. Dre in the Compton movie, and then he was in Equalizer 2.
Yeah,
he could probably pull off Denzel at a younger age.
What's his name?
I just don't see the point. I mean, we already get where he's at. It's already been made known that like he was very similar to Hoyt, when he was younger and all that. So therefore, we don't need all the other bullshit. That's why,
because you could have just got more of the Alonzo character.
Yeah, but you would have had him like younger and not being such a bad.
I mean, they could have skipped ahead a little bit, like did like a day one kind of thing, and then jumped like 2 years later or whatever.
Well, look at
13-year veteran.
Well, look at it this way though. Hannibal, okay, like the Hannibal movies, right? You got Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal, Red Dragon, and then you have Hannibal Rising, and you have the whole backstory of Hannibal and all this shit or whatever. It's not who we all know is Hannibal, it's not Anthony Hopkins, and that's what people have a lot of problems with. You make a movie where you have some guy playing young Denzel Washington, doing all this shit. It's just not going to work. It's just going to look like I said, a courtroom drama or some really poorly made action film. No, it's a standalone. 100%.
I'm not saying I want the motherfucker. I'm saying
I'm just saying
I'm surprised with how successful this was. They didn't do that, and like I was getting ready to say was, the original plan was for them to do a sequel to this film.
Yeah,
and originally Alonzo was supposed to live.
Yeah.
So
they were also going to make a 7 sequel also, and their whole plot for that was dumb as fuck.
8.
Like some movies just need to be just that one movie, I mean, because the 7 sequel was going to have Morgan Freeman being psychic. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, okay, well, we have Training Day 2 now. Hoyt's Revenge or some shit. Maybe great in the 80s. It could have been a great, like, Death Wish type movie. But that wasn't the kind of movie that Training Day was. It was all about morals.
The KY connection.
I don't know, but Denzel said he didn't want to do a sequel. Like, he wasn't big on the sequels back then until he got to, like, Equalizer.
Yeah, he didn't. That was their whole reasoning. Like I said,
money's a good thing too, though.
They wanted to do a sequel. Alonzo was supposed to live, and Denzel shut it down. Like, no, I'm not doing sequels. And on top of that, this character needs to get his just desserts in the end.
Exactly.
You know,
Like,
and
why would there be any point? There wouldn't be any point to it.
no.
You know what I mean? Like, there's some movies that don't need sequels. These days, they go, "Oh, this movie did really good. We have to make a sequel immediately." But why?
Because
Not every
money.
movie
They
needs
don't.
that.
They don't care about the art. They don't care
No,
about the
they don't.
story, the
No, it's
characters,
true.
the fans. They care
The
about the
business.
money.
It's all about the Benjamins.
You know this was just business, right?
Nothing personal.
Are Chuck,
That's like the thing too. Like
you jerk it kind of weird, man. But whatever.
it's like the end of it though. Like he's got to realize some shit's about to fucking happen whenever that chick pulls up beside him. And I don't know how he didn't see this fucking Humvee cut him off.
No, I think he knew. I think he knew. Like as soon as he looked over, he was like, "Oh, something's weird."
And then like she's beside him, and he pulls forward, and the next thing you know, she's right behind him.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's
Yeah.
a trick. She boxed him in out of nowhere, and then he gets shot the fuck up.
Mhm.
Like
Fucking
he
Swiss
deserved.
cheese. I was like, damn, man, I wonder how many fucking Monte Carlos they ruined for this movie.
Too many.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what's fucked up too, is because like his car is fucking like pristine. Like even like in the beginning, he sits down and they get like that little exhaust spit shot. He's fucking flipping switches. Shit sounds like a beast. And then out of nowhere, whenever they're fucking getting shot at,
Yeah.
he's like,
He's like,
I hope this shit starts. I'm like, why?
Yeah,
not?
I was-
Like, it gets fired up perfect every time. It's like, what the fuck? And then whenever he pulls over on the highway, like he restarts the car even though they never turned it off.
Yeah.
And then it fires up just fine then. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is that a fluke? Does he just have bad luck?
maybe.
Bad luck.
But that shit's goofy. But I always wanted to see the end where like Hoyt gets home, and then whenever he's walking up the driveway, Paul pops out of nowhere and just fucking shoots him.
Wow.
No, you bastard.
No, because I mean,
No,
Paul
it's-
hates that fucking dude. Like he even says it. Like he's like, "Fuck this guy. Like I'm gonna beat your ass if I see you."
Yeah,
There
but
was
that's a very Departed ending, though. But
There was-
in a bad way.
Yeah, in a bad way.
Yeah, you know,
There was a fan theory online where they were saying that that Hoyt's wife was in on it, where her and Alonzo were setting up Hoyt, because remember at the beginning whenever Alonzo calls the house and he's like talking to the wife and she's kind of like giggling and
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
talking.
you never
to
know.
her
You never know what he says.
yeah.
And you would, in my mind, I just assumed that because he's a charming guy, he's flirting with her.
And then you find
And
out that like their kid's really Alonzo's kid.
Oh shit!
Probably.
He's got 4 of them.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe that could have been one. Maybe
Doesn't seem to take care of any of the others, though.
No.
not that we know of. I mean, we only visited him for one day, and that's the thing. You know, for this film,
I only visited him for one day.
yeah. I mean, you don't know what he did earlier in the week. He might have been taking care of the kids. You know,
Each day's different.
Doubtful.
it's
This piece of shit.
Yeah.
He was getting ready to drive off and leave. No.
He rotates what kid he goes to see every other day or whatever.
Probably. He seems like the type.
But I mean, all right. This
Need
film,
cigarettes and milk?
wow.
So
This
I'm
film, man, is this is one of my favorite films. It's just so good. The acting is so good. Just the way that Fuqua did this made it so real and gritty with actual gang members, with actual locations in South Central. Just kind
Even
of
authentic.
yeah, doing justice to these communities and these characters, and it just came off perfectly. And I love that gritty, raw feel whenever it comes to a film. And like I said, the acting phenomenal. You know, the fact that he got an Oscar. I would have been furious if he didn't get the Oscar for best acting. Denzel, this legendary status in my mind elevated him up and beyond. You know, for all time. This character is, a lot of people say this is the evil character, Alonzo, but I don't see it that way. I feel like he just twisted. He got caught up in this system that he shows Hoyt. He shows, Hoyt's sitting there at that one point and he's like, it can't be like this. And he's like, it is. And, I'm sorry, I had to show you this. And that reflects reality. You know what I mean? That's what goes on. Like it almost opened eyes to a lot of people that didn't realize that this kind of corruption goes on in the world. Like, it can't be like this. The cops are really that bad. Yeah, they are. Not all of them.
That'd be me if I was a cop, 100%.
Yeah, don't get it twisted up, man. Not everybody's like that, but he's a product of his environment. Alonzo is. I don't see him as evil. I feel like he's gone so far that he crossed that line. And here we go.
Good night, Mom.
Night, Mom.
Thanks for coming by the store. He's crossed that line, and there's just no going back. It reminds me a lot of the Michael Chiklis, Vic Mackey's character in The Shield.
Yeah,
I always go back to it, and that's another one of my favorite TV shows. This film, it's like if you took Alonzo and did a TV series, it would basically be The Shield, where you see a guy that you just see that 24-hour period with Alonzo, so it's very easy to just write him off and be like, oh, this guy's evil. But whenever you look at The Shield and Vic Mackey's character, he does a lot of terrible shit. He kills people. He robs. He does all this same shit that Alonzo does. But you also see all the good that he does, because in his mind, the end justifies the means.
Yeah.
And if you're going to be involved in these streets, then that's the way you got to be, because it's not like Hoyt. Hoyt's kind of living these rose-colored glasses life where it's like, oh, we're going to show up and we're going to arrest the bad guys and we're going to do our job. And it's like, okay, it's nice to think that way, but that's not reality, because what happens is you come in, you arrest these guys, and there's just somebody else waiting to take their spot. So you don't eliminate the problem. It just, you got a whole new problem, and it just keeps going and going. And even in that circumstance, it might not pan out, because you arrest somebody and they might get off on charges. There might be a corrupt judge. There might be whatever. So, there's a lot of police out there that are trying to do the right thing, and they're just chasing their tail because the system is so corrupt. So Alonzo realizes that, Vic Mackey realizes that, and they say, hey, I'm going to be the guy that comes in, and if I can rule with an iron fist, then I control the streets, and I say what happens and what doesn't. So it's like when you have ruthless criminals out there that murder and kill, poison children and all this stuff, you look at them as the bad guys. But for Vic Mackey and Alonzo, they're the good guys, even though they might be taking their cut along the way, or they might be doing the things that are more self-serving. In the end, they feel like they're doing their job, because it's like, okay, if I control everything, then I can make it to where these people are safe, and these people are the kids are safe and everything like that. The communities are more safe with me in charge, as opposed to that animal. What he even says, what Hoyt says, oh, just let the animals like kill each other off. And he's like, yeah, God willing. And Alonzo's character even believes all that, because he's like, oh, I walk a higher path. And he's got that mindset where it's like, okay, if I can control everything, then I'm going to take what's mine. But at the same time, I can protect these streets, and they're my streets. So it's a very interesting character. I love, this film. I love the Shield series, and it's a great dynamic to where, what is that line between good and bad, and do you have to cross it sometimes? You can't always be like Bruce Wayne, where it's like, okay, I'm always going to do the right thing. I'm going to be the good guy. I'm not going to kill anity. Sometimes you got to get your hands dirty. All right. Sometimes it takes a wolf to catch a wolf.
It does. Well, even in the car, whenever he's talking to him, he's like, you almost feel like he's either green lighting him or gaslighting him, or he's fucking like just trying to find a replacement, because he's not trying to be around a whole lot longer in the situation. Because he's like, you're a leader. These guys aren't leaders. I need a leader to take over my team.
I think that's just more manipulation, where he's trying to keep
That's what I'm saying.
keep Hoyt's interest, because it's like, all right, you want to be detective, all right, you want to be this, you want to be that, you could lead the team. And then, even earlier in the film, Hoyt says, have you seen those guys' houses that have these teams? So it's like, he's appealing to all the things that Hoyt is interested in, and that's how he kind of keeps the hook.
By the end, he realizes how they got them big houses.
Yeah.
So
Fucking snaking people.
yeah,
Man,
man.
this movie's so fucking good, man.
Are you a wolf? Are you guys wolves?
Wolf.
Oh,
No, I said wolf, not rooster.
Give me that beer, man.
Scott Howard.
Just drinking and driving.
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck.
Wow. So, what else you guys have to say about this here before we wrap up this film?
I have to say this is probably one of my favorite non-horror films. Everything I pretty much watch is horror. But occasionally I go outside the box a little bit. This movie is just so much fun. It really shows the human psyche when it comes down to certain things. How somebody can act, somebody who wants to do good teams up with somebody who portrays somebody trying to be doing good, who's actually just looking after themselves or being,
Well, like I said, in this 24-hour period, he's very self-serving, but
yeah,
we don't see all the other stuff that he does that he might have done good. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So,
But yeah, no, I the acting in this movie, everybody in this movie is does great, and yeah, there's a reason why it's one of my favorite movies. I mean, the script's good, the acting's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rebuy this joint on Blu-ray because I didn't buy it since I sold the DVD many years ago.
I remember finding this DVD over and over again in pawn shops.
I always hated the DVD because it was always that cheap fucking cardboard flip cover.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit
Yeah,
I remember that.
I've got that. Yeah, I've also got the VHS because I'm a nerd and I collect those still.
yeah. I wonder if there's got to be a cool steelbook version somewhere out there.
Which, by the way, if anybody wants to donate a VCR to Chuck Nasty,
40X version.
just holler at us. What?
We gotta have the Ultra HD version of this somewhere now. I'll have to get it.
I believe there is actually. I think I saw that. I think I saw the cover for it when I was getting pictures for this for the thumbnail.
There you go. All right, gentlemen. Anything else to add before we run this clip and see what the fucking generator brought us this week?
Oh shit!
If you haven't seen this movie, you should definitely watch it.
Agreed. This is a must watch.
It
one
is, really
one of Denzel's best films of all time, and one of my favorites, man. Like I said, the Alonzo Harris character is iconic, and it's one of those ones I can just watch over and over again, and I have a good time. And like I said, Fuqua, those guys, they did such a good job of making this so raw and gritty and real. And I think that's a testament to the film and the people that it represents.
Yeah,
I was telling Dave too. We watched a lot of EOM reacts, and I was telling him, I'm like, I'm surprised he hadn't watched this shit yet. So I'm gonna have to fucking drop a little thing in his Patreon and be like, yo, you gotta fucking watch Training.
Hey man.
Well, considering the fact that this movie was the first time that we saw Denzel Washington being a different type of character, I already knew that he was a good actor. I already heard the name. He was all that shit all over the place. This was the movie where, like we talked about earlier, I realized he was a badass,
Hey, Chad Crawford, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the store.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate you, sir. Jump in the chat. Oh, yeah. Subscribers. We love all of our subscribers. All around. All right, gents. Let's see what the generator has brought us this week.
Oh, shit.
And pray YouTube doesn't slap us on the wrist.
They haven't in a while, so it should be all right.
Got a name?
Hell. Sam Hell.
Never heard of you. She yours?
Barter to Leroy.
Private Barter.
Well, yes, but... Shut your hole! No private barters allowed in Frogtown. Tootie's law. Leroy knows that.
Looks like your deal just got canceled. How about it, boys?
Auction?
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
R.I.P. Roddy Piper.
They have the whole movie on YouTube with Gilbert Godfrey from Saturday Up USA Up All Night.
Oh shit! No shit.
Commercials and all.
Wow.
I will have to dive into that then.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Head
All
first.
right. Let's run some ads for you cats. Get you some new
Leisure Trading Company is on YouTube. Head over now to see videos from Mike's travels and experiences. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content. Over 10,000 subscribers and growing. Thank you to all. Leisure Trading Company is also your source on eBay with many collectibles and hundreds of great gift ideas. Who loves you and who do you love? Leisure Trading Company.
You bit off a little more nasty than you could chew. Now you gotta deal with all the nasty coming down your throat.
Get your shit pushed in.
That was the best fucking thing ever.
I have one thing to say about that. Where's Sludge 1?
Where is Sludge 1?
Yeah, you have Sludge 2 in there, but you have to add Sludge 1 too.
Mm.
So I'm gonna do that. But
Wow, we got some sludges.
But
Sludgies.
hey, it isn't 24 Hours of Violence now available on Amazon?
It is. It is. You can get that. It's a quick read. Needs some love. If you want it on paperback, physical media, and all that shit, Amazon. And if you like it digital, go to Godless and help me get on the top 10 again, because this is the first release I've had on Godless that has not made it in the top 10 in the first 2 weeks of being out. And I'm bummed about it. So if anybody wants to go through and do that, it'd be great.
It was some love.
Yeah. It's a weird little story, but I think people will get it.
Well, you're a weird little guy.
I am a weird little guy. I am. It's true.
Speaking of weird little guys, Chuck, what do you got for us next week?
Oh, it's kind of funny you said it. There's two movies. That I'm thinking, okay? So what I have here is a quarter. And I've got heads for one and tails for the other. So give me just 2 seconds. And hold on.
He's like, I lost the quarter.
Oh, shit.
It's so dark in here, I can't see a shit.
I lost the quarter.
Beavis and Butthead Do America.
No shit.
All right.
Going animated with this shit. We've mentioned it before, and it's a great soundtrack, hilarious movie, one of my favorites of all time. So, yeah, Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Is it a goddamn?
What?
I said, is it a goddamn?
Came out in 96, so 30 years.
Holy shit.
30-year
Jesus
anniversary.
Christ.
Works out. Beaver and butt plug.
We could have some fun with this one.
Yeah, let's be good time.
Beaver and Bunghole Do America.
Cornholio. Yeah.
Just don't eat the peyote.
Oh, Bobby.
All right, so there you have it, folks. Next week, Beavis and Butthead Do America 30th anniversary. So be here 10 p.m. Eastern time. You miss us, check out the replay on the tube. Or watch us live on the tube and Facebook, and Twitch, and Mike's picking his ass. Peanut butter. We figured he was insane.
Judge didn't know.
Oh, if you haven't seen the movie, watch the movie, and you'll understand that that's wow. That's just that's, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Leisure. Holy shit! That's,
Hey,
Look at what point
That's-
did you
that's
decide
a
I'm going to
disgusting
do
image.
that on the stream?
Whenever he got up and went out of the room.
yeah, I had it.
We stuffed his ass full of peanut butter and decided to do that.
Well, I had it in my mind. No, I haven't had
I'm
peanut
sure.
butter in my ass.
In your
I
mouth.
haven't had peanut butter in my ass this entire time. All right, but
Okay.
yeah, I'm not a method actor. But
That's not
no,
what
I
you
had it in my
saw.
mind before, and then we were talking about the wise men. I was like, oh shit, I forgot to get the peanut butter, and that's when I
Get the
got
peanut butter.
Is it?
Oh,
No, the
it's
thing
all
is,
over your
is it
fingers.
chunky? Is it chunky peanut butter?
Oh god.
Jimmy Jim.
creamy.
Skippy.
Oh.
See, it'd be so much better because I actually, this is a great time to ask this. Peanut butter fans, Mike,
Free
are you
choice.
crunchy? Are you crunchy or creamy?
I don't like peanut. I don't even like peanut butter.
That's fucked up. Dave, what about you?
Crunchy.
All right. What about you, Chad?
Depends on what I'm doing with it.
That's fucked up. As a sandwich, crunchy or what? What do you mean what you're doing with it? You fucking peanut butter over there?
Well, no, like I'll be like taking celery and dipping it in peanut butter, then it's creamy. I eat a sandwich
Okay.
and it's probably crunchy, but with some marshmallow cream on it.
That's not a bad idea. That's a good idea.
What about your dog, Chuck? Which
What kind of peanut butter does
Bruiser likes any kind of peanut butter, but I don't feed him any with the nuts in it. It's only when we give him a because he's a dick.
with two nuts in
He's
it.
an asshole. He's an asshole. So we put a big spoonful of peanut butter, and he laps it up while my oldest gives him a bath because I'm not going to do it. He's a dick. He loves her more than me. So he loves me a lot, but yeah. But peanut butter is great. I'm just curious.
The male dogs will always have female companions.
hey, he worked the system. He deserves his freedom, or not.
All right, let's get.
I like how Mike is just waiting before we get off before he laps it up off his hand.
I think he's gonna go wash his fucking hand in his face. Apparently, he's gonna smell like peanut
Jesus.
butter.
Yeah, what are you doing?
All right,
God.
let's go rubbing shit everywhere. Again, next week, Beavis and Butthead Do America. Make sure you're here at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and we will see you next Tuesday. Kitty fingers.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that's gross.
Peanut butter on the
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Motherfucker.
What's your problem?